Good morning, traders. Well, it appears that MORF is our big mover of the day. It's up over 115% right now. If you look at the Weeble's top gainer screener, set it today, it is the #1 stock. So let's take a look at it on the daily chart. Pretty interesting stock. It's only been trading since 2019, and the volume has been very light up until now. Just scanning over these daily candles, if you look here up at the volume, you can see that it's in the tens of thousands. Occasionally it's up over 100,000, but never gets anywhere near a million shares traded each day. So as soon as volume does decide to come into a stock like this, especially considering it's a low float size, below 20 million shares, you know that the price is going to shoot up. So interestingly enough, it made a brand new high back in February 9th of this year, made a high of $41, then pulled back, showing some signs of recovery here. And then today, of course, tons of volume came in. As I said, this thing was never trading really over 100,000 shares, and then now all of a sudden it's in the millions, and what happens? The price shoots up. So how could you spot something like this? If you're watching in the pre-market and you look at the 1-minute chart, the volume wasn't very high in the pre-market, so it might have been tricky to catch this one. But if you did catch the volume coming in off the open, you could have looked back into the pre-market and see, okay, this thing made a new high over the all-time highs. Remember, we said that the all-time highs was $41. So it broke that during the pre-market. That is a sign of strength. And the high that it made during the pre-market was $47.29. So what I would do is wait for the market open price to break through that level to show that, hey, buyers are really into this thing. It's not just a fluke. It's not someone just pumping it during the pre-market. And that's kind of evidenced by this first candle. You see the volume is over 250,000 shares traded, but then the price just continues higher. So once that pre-market level is broken, then I would look for an entry. And the way I like to enter is on the first pullback. Not exactly enter on the first pullback, but look for the entry on the first pullback. So you can see here, all these candles are making a new high, so there's no pullbacks. Then all of a sudden you get a candle with a lower high. So that is the first pullback. And then I base my entry based on the high of this candle. So I'm hovering over this candle right now, and you can look up here and you can see that the high of this candle is 51.97. So I'd watch the price, and as soon as this thing gives me anything better than 51.97, 51.98 or above, I would get in. And there's two ways you can do that. You can enter with your hotkeys, but at the market open during the regular trade day, you can use a really cool thing called a buy stop limit order. So you'd select buy stop limit, and since the high of this candle is 51.97, you don't want to get in unless that price is broken. So you would set the stop price at 51.98. Right, that was the 51.98, and then you would base the limit price is how high you are willing to pay once that price is broken. So 51.98 triggers this order, and it tries to get you filled at 51.98, but with a spread like this, it's not very likely. I think earlier the spread was closer to 30 cents. It's bouncing around a lot right now, but for easy math, we'll just say that 52.30 is our limit. So we're willing to let the price move that much to get in. So let's say we get filled at the very top. I have it marked out already, 52.30. Then our stop loss would be the low of this candle, 50.30. You might place it at 50.29 just to give yourself a little cushion there. But just for easy math's sake, we'll say it's 50.30. And then the difference between your entry and the stop is $2. So that's 1R. 1R is $2. 2R, a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio would be if this stock moved $4 after that. So we're looking for 56.30 to get out. Does it get there? On the first candle, it gets all the way to 56.10. 1 minute later, it does get there. So this would have been a very easy 2R trade that would have taken about 3 minutes, and you would have been done for the day. So that's about it. Obviously, this was a theoretical trade. I'm never available to trade at the market open. Right now, I always trade in the pre-market, but I thought that this was a pretty cool stock, what happened to it today and how much it moved. So obviously, this thing went much higher, but once you get 2R, it's a really good idea to just take your profit and run, because it's pretty rare that the stock gives you another 2R move. It may have done it right here, but that was it. So if you would have gone for the third one, you definitely would have been in trouble. You got a couple of fake breakouts to new highs after that all failed. So yeah, later on this thing did go higher, but you would have been in this thing for quite a while. So anyway, hopefully this helps, and let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below, and like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Always honor your stop loss, always honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.